Thank you guys for coming back. That was hard. That was heavy. And I hate that. Hi, Madison. Thank you guys for coming back. I don't know. I'd never met her before. I had never met Miss Betty either. I feel bad because we talked about last night doing a timeline on everything. And so I did reach out to Miss Betty. And I would have never reached out to her if I would have known everything she's going through. And so, and I certainly, won't do that again, just because all I really wanted was a timeline, or ask her about a timeline, because I don't want to say anything that's not accurate. And I just don't know anybody else who could do a perfect timeline, And so, I'm going to let her reach out again if she, wants to. But I feel like she's got so much going on right now. She does have all 3 kids. Yep. So, yeah, I'll have to, I would never ever, if you guys are coming from the other live, I would never ever reach out to somebody if I didn't feel like it was welcome. I don't even know how to say that. Maybe I'm saying the wrong thing. I don't want to say the wrong thing. My intention's never to disrespect anybody, and I don't get paid for my lives. Just to clear that up, I don't get paid for my lives. And I also don't make a whole lot of money at all on TikTok. I talked about this last night. Like, my car needs some work done, and that's the goal. That's been my goal, and I'm just not getting there. But I don't do this for money. I know a lot of people do, but you have to get a lot of views on videos to make any tangible amount of money. So I'm not doing anything for money. No, I didn't see is Miss Betty in here? Where's Miss Betty at? Hold on. Okay, that's fine. Will you please tell her I'm sorry? I truly am sorry. I'm interested. Who this happened to Betty before. Somebody done this, and that's why, right, her account's whatever right now. I got to be careful with my words. I know, thank you guys. Thank you for letting me know that. But, can somebody say why Kayla was muted earlier? I don't know. But, anyways, yeah, I hate that. My intent's never to be disrespectful, especially to someone who's been through and is going through what she's going through. Why? Who's doing that? Who is doing that? It's got to be the same person, because they just done this before. I'm going to push a button just to see what it does. Hold on. I don't know what that does. I just pushed a button. She does come off as harsh, but when you look at what, somebody might be going through, I get it. When I'm angry, I'm not a person. I'm not. When I get angry, I become somebody I don't like. I can tell you that. Yeah, maybe. Okay, that's fine. And listen, I am not rushing anybody. If you never want to talk about it again, you have nothing but respect for me. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I know. When she made the comment, I didn't call. I can't take credit for that. I was like, check, because I know she's telling the truth. Like, there's no reason for her to lie. I've never even met that woman, but I can just, when she talks, I just believe her. And I mean, she doesn't care whether I believe her or not. I'm just saying I do believe her, And I really think it was Dumpling, and that's what other people involved in this case believe, that it was her. And then she gets her little phalanges in like going to their houses. Like, imagine, this was my thought when I made the video I made about this situation, was imagine like messaging somebody and trying to get into this deeply sensitive situation and then recording them from afar. That's creepy. If I would have went to the courthouse, which I'm way states away, but I would have messaged before and said, hey, can I come support you? Can I come sit with you? Do you want me to be there? That's what's different. And I had, hold on. I'm sorry, Betty. I know there's nothing I can say, but I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. And the people who are all about that are the people following the Stapletons. It's the same group of people. I guarantee you could narrow it down. You're welcome. You're welcome. You got a group of women here who love you. I can tell you that. What do you mean, Crystal? Are you talking about Miss Betty? I know they won't. Are you talking about P&J? Rendy? Hey, girl. I don't know. I know they were. I was too, you know. I had my time in the sun. I don't think so now. I don't think so now. Yes, I spoke to him earlier today. He is very defeated. Betty, if you know what? You type right there in the message, Brandy, do not bring up my daughter's stuff again. And you have my word, I never will. I never will. I know. I know. Hawaii Mama, I know. And there was I had thoughts about things like that a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago, and something just said, sit back. Just sit back. What is that? Yeah, he could before. But now if he wants to, he has to do it supervised with her. Well, he says he has an attorney, though. I've talked to him. He said he has an attorney. But, I mean, maybe, well, so does the grandparents. And maybe it's just something they just... Robin, why are you in my live? Do you know what social media is? Social media is nosy people like you watching other people's stuff. That's social media. Welcome to the shit show. They deserve to be... I mean, what do y'all... Yeah. Yeah. I know, but I'm asking you, like... Why are we invested in somebody else's life? It's less about her and more about failure to protect a whole slew of kids. A whole slew of them. Yeah, he has partial custody of his kids. Yeah. And when he would have his two kids for the weekend or week or however long he had them, they always sent Lex too. Like, he never wanted her to be left out. So, I mean, just 2 weeks ago, he was good enough for that. So what changed, you know? And they blame Dumplin'. Or I think they blame him for her getting involved. I don't know. No, Shannon. I mean, the fire was there. Whoever fueled the fire, But the fire was there. This was all going to come out. Every bit of it. And then people picking through the timeline and looking at all the times this man was around her children. You know, my dad, let me tell you about my dad. My dad drank a whole lot when I was growing up. And there were times where he just drank us just enough that he would say things that were wildly inappropriate. Never one time did it go past that. And it wasn't all the time. But he said some things sometimes that he needed his teeth knocked out. And when I began having babies, he was not allowed to drink around my children because he's a good guy until he drinks just enough. And then he says things that it's gross and disgusting. So that is protecting your kids. And that man never touched me. Never would he. Never. I'm not saying that. It's his mouth, the things he says. Like very vulgar. And here, listen though, when it comes to Matt, I don't think Matt would do anything to make her life harder. I don't think he has it in him to do that. I think he's still protective of, I wouldn't even say friendship because they're not friends, but I definitely think he's protective of that somehow. It's court-ordered visits. Yeah, no, they share custody. But he cannot, he doesn't have the funds to take her back to court to say, hey, look at what she's doing. I'm not getting my visits. You know? Yeah, even today, Anita, I was talking to him earlier, and he is so down and depressed. And to me, I'm like, this is an easy fix, Matt. It's easy. But he can't disconnect long enough to just be mad and enforceful. Does that make sense? Exactly. Anita, people don't know that though. Or they do know it. Or they have their own, I know that, but I'm learning that. But what I'm saying is her withholding visits with the kids now, you either get forceful or you lose your relationship. You know what I mean? And sometimes we have to step into shoes we never wanted to step in. And that may be what he has to do, as uncomfortable as it might make him. That's what I meant, yeah. He has to know how to proceed, yeah. I know what? It's easy for me. I know, Anita. It's easy for me to be like, well, I would do this and I would do that. But I'm loud and if I want something, I do it. It took me a lot of years to get here. I'm 42 years old, and it was probably just 5 years ago when I finally, put on a new pair of britches, and I was like, no. And I changed a lot of things, But I was a big old grown woman before I decided I had to, I wasn't treading lightly for nobody. Yeah. Yeah. Because she chose to. Sweet, she chose to. That was a choice she made, and he feels like he has no options. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Isn't that kind of twisted? Yeah, I feel like he's got enough to prove a case to somebody and say, look, on top of all of this, I'm not able to see my children. And if the people who know Matt in real life are telling the truth when they say that he did everything during that marriage to take care of those children, then he has witnesses. He has character witnesses. It seems easy to me. But again, I go back to, my personality's different, Beach photos are from her and Johnny going to Brighter Days. What? The photos that are on their social media now is in past tense. Oh. And I had a theory about that anyway when the kids were in Johnny's dad's house. I had a theory about that. I don't think so, Hawaii. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, she would be in contempt, but it takes somebody going to a judge. You can't even call the police because it's a civil matter. You have to take that person back to court. And I think that he wants to tread lightly because I think he feels like it won't go in his favor and then he loses everything. That's what I think. Wait a minute. Some of y'all think that the kids are still with... All right, Miss Betty, thank you. Some of y'all think that the kids are still in the care of Johnny's parents and that they're there just visiting. Yeah, they do. I know. Court was only about Lexi. I want to clear that up. Court the other day was only about Lexi. And as far as I know, when it comes to Matt and the kids, he has not been told why they were removed. He hasn't been told by DCFS or patients where they went when they were removed or why they were returned, what studies were done to have them returned. None of that. And in my personal opinion, that is likely why P does not want the kids to be with him unsupervised, because I think she knows Matt has questions and she doesn't want him answered. That's what I think. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. He does need to call and call and call and call and call. I would too. Yes. Shelby, I think they checked out for the night. Cashed in them chips, I think. Yeah. No, so Hawaii, let me tell you something. I've talked about this before. So in 2012, my husband at the time, we got a phone call from the mother of his child. He had a 2-year-old son, a state away. We were in Oklahoma, they were in Arkansas. Baby mama, I hate to say that, the mother of his child called and said, they removed Peyton from my custody this morning. He is in DCFS care. Can't go to my parents' house because of XYZ. You need to get a hold of the caseworker. And this was on a Friday. Get a hold of the caseworker and see about Peyton coming to stay with you and Brandy. It probably took us 4 days to contact anybody. They never contacted us. They had joint custody. He was on the birth certificate, paid support, like all of that. Every lick of that. And they never contacted us. We had to contact them. And then when we finally did get a hold of them, we had to go to court. We had to rug test because any parent going into a courtroom in the state of Arkansas for DCFS has to rug test right before going in, or you cannot go in the courtroom. So we had to do everything like that. They never contacted us. And my husband at the time had partial custody, half custody, whatever it is. No, there's not a court order that says he gets supervised visits. Yeah. But people don't understand that. DCFS does not have to tell the parents anything. And they don't. They don't. They just can. They can. When a child goes into DCFS custody, that child belongs to the state. The state answers to nobody. It's a corrupt system. Elise, you're right. I cannot agree with any statement more. She is a control freak. Yeah, I'm a fighter. Hold on. It doesn't appear that he does, which is likely why he didn't get the kids. Okay, let's go see what Hawaii Mama said. Wow, that is horrible that the state could do that. Okay, so somebody said, I'm going to try to find this comment. It appears that he does, which is likely why he didn't get his kids. What do you mean by that? I missed something and I want to hit on that. Patients can't do that if he gets the money to hire an attorney. Yeah, he can go to her for contempt. Yeah. Malignant ex-narc. Oh man, me too. Wait, who's saying that Johnny's dad has custody of the kids? Custody of the kids and temporary guardianship are not the same. Nobody, I don't think anybody's had time to change any custody. And also, Matt wasn't even informed of any court hearing. Nothing. So he couldn't like show up. He didn't even know it was happening. Yeah, Anita, that's why this this thing we're doing for Lexi's grandparents, I made it very clear to, you know, everybody and to her. Legal fees or whatever you need help with, you know, whatever. And that's why I didn't want to go through the GFM because, you know, they start asking questions like, did you do this? Did you do that? And I just want to be a part of a blessing for her family. Yeah, you got to be careful with the GFM, though. Yep. Yep. Do we have a lot of trolls in here, ladies? Where's my besties at? Tasha and Sober Girl? Do we have a lot of trolls in here? I might be missing some stuff. Or y'all are just good and I'm not seeing it. Somebody else said too, Anita, you might be able to answer this. Thank you, girls. Yeah, if you have enough money, you can get a lot done. And I'm under the impression Johnny's family has money. Anita, I had a question for you. Is it true that P told DCFS that Matt's not the father of those kids, and maybe that's why Matt wasn't notified? I have seen that. Yeah. Is that why he had to provide all the documentation to prove he was, like, on the birth certificate? Okay, thank you, Sober Girl. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Anita, he's on the birth certificate, though, right? Because he went and gathered all that information. His dad's not a doctor. His dad's not a doctor. They just don't have to, Mimi. They don't have to tell anybody anything. They belong to the state when they take them. I thought so, Anita. I thought so, yeah. Anita, also, I'm going to tell him this, but you should tell him this. He needs to go remove his last post. That's not helping him. It's not. And I know what he's going to say. I'm not fake and I don't pretend to be. And I know that and I respect that. People, sometimes I just want to take his phone away. So, probably just a rumor. Do you mean... Oh, yeah. I wish I could bring him in the box. Y'all, I know. Let me try one more again, but I know what it's going to say. Hold on. Okay, so when I click down here, it's locked. It won't even let me hit it. It's locked. I can't do it. I know. What he posted is legal. It's legal, but it's just, yeah, he can go live and bring me in. Do y'all want to go over to Matt's live? And Janine, I do. Listen to what I'm going to do after I get off live with y'all. I'm going to go into a live for like 30 seconds, end it, go back into live for 30 seconds, and tomorrow night when I go live, I'm going to have you all in the box with me. You're in the box, you're in the box, and you're in the box. He got you. Wait a minute. There's a lot of you guys that got blocked the other night, right? Yeah, let's just stay where we're at. Let's just stay where we're at tonight. I hate that. I'll see if he'll come in the box with me tomorrow night and I'll make sure it's open. I'll do whatever I got to do. I am going to trick this. Anita, will you do that? Also, I want to let all of you know while you're in here, I am going to post like an update video tomorrow about just kind of go over what we went through tonight about Lexi. I probably won't use her name. Y'all will know. I'll probably just say this is what we're doing and why we're doing it. I am going to make that video over a minute long. And I want you guys to like and share that. And any dime I will even show proof. Anytime I make off that video, I am going to send that to Cindy. Okay, so anything, and that will help. It's not his friend, it's his boss, and they are very close. Kimberly, that's Anita. She is very protective over him. I think she will have an awesome day tomorrow. Yeah, Anita wasn't on the live when everybody got blocked. And the girl who did the blocking, she said it was kind of, she had some issues with that. She might be in here still, because I talked to her about it too. And it really was an accident, I think. I really do think it was an accident. Anita, do you have his phone? Because if you don't have his phone, I don't think you can unblock these people. And a lot of these people want to, you know, support and hear what he's got to say for sure. Yes, it was Kiss My Girl. Yep. And she, oh, tonight. Okay. I don't know what she gets to do tomorrow. Hopefully we all get an update. I'm going to ask for one. But I understand if they put their phone down and don't talk to nobody tomorrow. I would be lost in that moment. I know most people that got blocked that night did message me. And you can ask Kiss My Girl. I think that's what we said it was. I talked to her about that too. Almost immediately. I told all of you, if you would let me know you got blocked, I would talk to the mod. And I did talk to her. Yeah, a lot of you guys got blocked that night. I think, Kimberly, I think they're really close. I don't know about the same town. I do know Grandma was also warned to be very careful because of Dumpling. Like, she's following and harassing and all of that. So she was talked to about potentially being unsafe. Y'all, there's so many people that got blocked. Oh, see, y'all people know about the sand color. I do know that they're at the beach. I do know that. I don't know where. Anita, your hands are going to get tired unblocking people. Because it's a doozy. She will get a talking to by the police. They have been notified about what's going on. Yeah, it's scary. I don't want anybody in danger. I don't like them. I don't like a hair on their head. But with them are children, and children deserve to be safe. That's what this whole thing is about. The whole argument is about the safety of the kids. Anita, I know that. A lot of people don't know I was talking to her until she did that one thing. I didn't know who she was. And then when I found out who she was and what she had done to another family, literally, I'm not lying. Somebody told me, I got tons of videos one morning because I think I added her in a video because I shared some information that she shared in her video. And so I added her, and I got so many videos of some things she had done. And I'm not lying to you. Probably 45 minutes later, somebody messaged me and told me she was at the courthouse and what she was doing. So I went to her page and I seen it, and then I messaged her and I asked her about it. Because I wanted to ask her. I wanted her to say she had, you know, otherwise it's rumor until you see the video. And so that's when I asked her. I said, did you check on Cindy? Did you see if she, because I wanted to see, did she keep a distance or did she go to serve a purpose? And yeah, I blocked her after that. And then after I blocked her is when she just started slandering me, saying that she was talking to Cindy and and she was not. All right, Hannah, thank you. Well, it's not Dumpling anymore. Does anybody know? She will, Anita. She will. She will. She will become obsessed with Matt. She will. Dumpling changed her name though, y'all, didn't she? Somebody's asking who she is. So what she does is she creates a fire, and then when the shitstorm comes for her, she changes her name, and some months will go by, and she'll lose a ton of followers, and then she'll come up on the FYP, and people don't associate her with the name because it's a new name every time. I thought it was something about Brit's drama or something like that. That's what it was when I looked before I blocked her. She still doesn't have her kids. Kristen, I spoke to a lady earlier, reached out to me. She has Brit's drama broadcast. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, she doesn't have any of her kids. From what the lady I talked to earlier has 4 of her kids. I can say that. Yeah, that's what it was. Raisin Dumpling. And then so she's going back and forth. Yeah, all her comments are off. Yeah, as they should be. As they should be. I was actually surprised, honestly. I'll be honest with you guys. When she posted her first video about me, before I blocked her, yeah, she made one and then I blocked her. There were like some people in there supporting her, and the reason I was so upset about that is because in this video she was saying that she's talking to Cindy, and that I'm claiming it was unnecessary drama is what it was. And I literally had on my phone a conversation between me and Cindy discussing that situation. And she and I had, and I can share it now. But it's like, why would I? But I do have it. And I did say I would share that with people privately if they didn't believe me. But she's not affiliated with her at all. And then she was saying that I was messaging her, asking her questions. I did. I asked her what Scott Lombardi was arrested for because she made a claim in a video that he had just been released after having CSAM charges. That's a lie. The people who he has done this to, one was the niece, and Patience did not press charges. And this did not happen one time. It happened repeatedly 10 years ago. No charges. Even though Scott's family begged that Patience press charges, she did not. He was arrested for something random in Florida after a high-speed chase. But she's reporting that he just got out on CSAM charges. And he didn't. He didn't. What's true? Sober girl, you better stop. You're going to make me cry. We're all a team. Me without you is like car without engine. And that's what South Park Mexican said. So, give it to me, girl. Hawaii Mama, I will talk to you about anything. You reach out to me. I'm not here to convince anybody I'm anything, but my intentions are good. And you win some and you lose some. I am an incredibly emotional person. I'm incredibly empathetic, and I love people. My therapist told me one time I could sit in a room with the devil for 5 minutes and then spend the rest of my lifetime trying to convince the world they're a good person. So if I don't like somebody, it's generally because my soul doesn't like that person. So if you wanted to reach out to me and talk to me about anything, or if you just wanted to have a phone call with me to get to know me, I'm down, girl. I'm down. But again, you're going to win some and you're going to lose some. I mean, for as many people that like me, there's that many people who don't like me. And that's just free will, you know? I try to. I do? I need to go up and read Brandy's message? Is that what you're saying to me? Hold on. Hold on, guys. I don't know. Who needs to be? What am I missing, y'all? I'm just running my mouth and I'm missing something. What did I miss? You texted who? Girl, I know. Tomorrow. I don't know how to read my messages, text messages or anything when I'm on a live. I know what I can do. I got my computer. She said P&W are coming for you because you are spreading lies. P&W. P&W. Wait a minute. Katie, what are you saying? He's got to prove their lies. Everything I've said, that's the thing. You got to prove it's lies. All right, I got to check my messages. Hold on. And I'm old. I'm millennial, remember? So I'm on my MacBook, so I don't have to get out of my live. Who said that? Hold on. Like my phone, my thing's got to load. I don't think CPS cases are open to the public. No, and here's the thing is, and I've thought about that. I don't want to get in any trouble. I don't. But here's the thing. In order to like sue somebody for like slander or whatever, one, you have to prove that you've lost money and they've gained followers. So, two, they have to prove that that things that I'm saying is not true. I have not said one thing that's not fact. Now, have I talked about things that didn't go to court? Yes, I have, because Patience did not press charges against men who done these things. Okay? I have proof from the victims. So, which video, Katie? Which video are you talking about? Are you talking about the pool video? Okay. In her original video, it's not blurred. You can see every nook and cranny. In my video, you cannot. At the end of the day, she stood in front of a camera dancing with her child completely vulnerable in the background. And then she watched it back and said, yeah, that one's good. I think I'm going to post it for the world to see. So if I get in trouble for it, imagine what they're going to say about the mother who posted it. Except for, whose first husband's in here? I don't know what none of this means. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't do that. Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't think so either. It's public. She posted it. How am I going to get in trouble for something a mother posted? I do too, yeah. Somebody said the video is getting, the live is getting Come to the front, first husband. Come to the front. Class is in session. We want to talk to you. I don't know, Amy. Somebody else showed that to me, and I was shocked. That video was 3 years old, and nobody has said anything about it. I hadn't seen it until then. Venom is tied. My guest requests are off. It's locked. I can't unlock it until I have more lives. I can't even invite somebody because it's locked. I have to do 2 more. The husband? The ex-husband? I don't know, man. It happened so fast, I don't know how they did an investigation. What's his name? Because I see the username, but what's his actual name? Robbie. Robbie. If you're in here and they say you are, where are you at? I need the tea on this guy. I didn't know. Was this before Matt? Yeah, first husband. Before Matt. Okay. Hi, Robbie. I want to bring you in the box, but it's locked. I can't. I actually didn't know about a Robbie. Yeah. Do you feel comfortable saying anything, or are you just here to listen? Either way. Okay. Who sent you? That's the question. Who sent you? Robbie's been talking? Robbie's been talking? I literally had no idea Robbie existed. So, okay. Oh, I know Hawaii. I know. Thank you for that. He has the right to support her. He has that right. I say that all the time. You know, we have the right to support who we want and say what we want and think what we want, whatever. Well, how'd you end up over here on this side of town? Robbie, I'll tell you this. And I told Matt this too. I think I told Matt. I was going to tell Matt. When she's able to, because I know she can't right now. Well, I assumed that, Anita. I knew he would. The plot thickens. Dun, dun, dun. Dang, I want it. Robbie, if I have to have 2 more lives before I can. I have to have 2 more lives before I can have a guest. If I end this live now and then start 2 more like 10-second lives and then come back like at 9:15, who would come back? Who would come back? And Robbie, would you be a guest in the box for my first guest ever? Oh, I know. Okay. 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 Yeah, but there was. You can't post stuff like that. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, Robbie. Do y'all want to go over to Robbie's page? If he does it live and he can pull me up. Oh, do you have to do 30-minute lives? The rules on this app. Stupid. Robbie, are we going to do that? Robbie, I'm waiting. Oh, headed home at the moment. I'll be home in 5 minutes. Okay, y'all, let's take a bathroom break. Let's all come back. I got to look at this. Venom. Bro, where did you... I got to screenshot this because I ain't never going to remember that. That is... How'd you come up with that name, bro? Guys, they need the name of his page. So, oh gosh. Can somebody type it in the chat and then everybody screenshot it so we know where we're going? But also, will it alert everybody when I'm live on his page? Will it let you know I'm live? We are the best group of ladies in the world. Venomized Tide. Venomized Tide. You guys are the best. Okay. Not on his page. What do you mean? So he's not going to be home for 5 minutes. And then we're going to do a live together. You'll be able to see him alive. I'm alive, girl. Won't he have to share it? I don't want to lose my ladies because I'm going to somebody else's house. I want to hang out with y'all. We can stay here. We don't have to go nowhere. You can join lives of people you're not friends with. Who does Robbie have kids with? You know what? Let's just stay put. Let's stay where we're at for now. Hang up, come back and see if it works. Let me do that really quick, okay? I'm not hanging up on y'all, but I'm going to hang up on y'all. I'm going to see if I can do this live. Okay? Uno segundo.